Mm, Nelly, I'm good. How are you? How was your summer? Oh, can we believe it's almost at an end already? Oh my god. I'm good. Oh, uh-oh. Uh, what did I do? Oh, see him off where? Where's he going? Is he in the service? Oh, tell him I said I thank him and I appreciate him for his service. I so appreciate him for his service. I don't think they get enough recognition for the work, for the job that they do. I have well, not a friend. She's not a friend, but she's my daughter-in-law's sister. She was just deployed in Hawaii. So she's gonna be in Hawaii for 4 years. That's like across the world. She don't have any family out there or nothing. All her family is from the New York area and Dominican Republic. Deployments be hard sometimes, but I appreciate them. I appreciate them so much. I was kind of going down my wall, and I went to a couple of other people's walls. And, I don't know. Today was just a day. I don't know. I guess I woke up with. I guess maybe because September's coming. Like right. Like this is what was 2017. So this is year number 4. I mean, sorry, year number 7 that we've all, it's about to be year 7 that we've all like became part of this community. And when I think back, like I know you are, I know you are, I know you are. Um, like you kind of think back 7 years ago, like what was 7 years ago, right? What was 7 years ago? Like what was happening 7 years ago? And it's just so much has happened in 7 years, right? And the more I started thinking about it, the more it just the losses, the gains, and the losses, right? Because we've all gained and we've all lost. We've all gained new friends. new non-blood family, right? And some people like actually met face to face. Um, some people went from just hey foot just being just a red app to actually a place where people have met some really good people, and then we have the losses, and that's kind of like that's kind of where I've been stuck at the past like hour or so. Like I started thinking about came when I first started doing dealing with YouTube, and I remember the first person I used to watch was it was a toss up between Kate 420, a straight drop, and that fucking broken phone. Oh my god, I remember that broken phone, that cracked screen. Who remembers that cracked screen? Straight drop. If you have one of them videos with your phone, you gotta put it up. Like we gotta go down memory lane, right? That cracked screen. Straight drop didn't know shit about what he was doing 7 years ago. He didn't know shit. He didn't know nothing. And now look at him. He got like a whole studio and computers here and shit like that, right? Kate 420. Kate 420 came on, and all you heard from Kate 420 was this. That's all when she first started, right? She first started, Kate didn't even go live. Well, she didn't show herself. She wasn't doing anything. And now if you look at her, she got like a whole setup. Like, so you see the progression. You see how the years. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. I remember Mike Lowry. Oh man, I remember like I. So that's where kind of my mind is at. And then I remember, as the more I remember, the more is coming to the mind, of the people that we've lost, right? Um, the first one was Tiffany Draper. Um, I was one of Tiffany's VIP mods, and man, with the Kanika Jake case, people took off. Like their channels took off. Like people, it was the biggest thing happening. And then some stuff happened. And I was no longer part of that crew. But through the 7 years, like I've met people, and so when you say you met people, people are like, oh, you never met them in real life. But so that doesn't necessarily mean I didn't meet them. Just because I didn't meet them in real life, Um, I was just looking, you know. It kind of goes on with the whole shenanigans stuff that's going on now about how people need to keep people's passing off of YouTube and I kind of like disagree with that. I disagree with it because so let's say Tiffany, right? Me and Tiffany, me and a couple of girls and Tiffany. Through through Tiffany, I met other people. One of the people that I met through Tiffany, I just found out also passed last year. And now I was friends with this person. Um, well, I'm gonna say friends because that's just what it was. Mixed bone. I was friends with her. Like I used to talk with her, like on the phone conversations. She used to come on my panel before when I was going live a couple of years ago. She'd come on my panel. We would be up for hours talking and joking and so then me and her didn't have a fallout. Our paths just separated, right? We kind of went separate ways. There was no animosity or no anger or nothing. It was just we just went separate ways, which is what happens in life. Um, so it kind of hurt when I found out she passed. I know she was dealing with a lot. Um, so that kind of like hit, right? So then I had Tiffany Draper, and then Sour Patch had passed, and um, Sour Patch, her man, her persistence and her strength was just it was amazing to me. She had like she went through so much and she still kept pushing. And I'm a cloud person, right? I don't always drop down in people's chat. I'm always in the clouds and I can't put a value on anybody's relationship, friendship, or I guess situation. I can only talk about mine, right? I thank God, and I thank the people who do come out here and, let us know that certain people, that people have passed, right? Like, I'm grateful for Andy for coming, for going into Tanya's chat and letting them know. Because if it wasn't for that, I would have not known about Angel passing. That doesn't mean that me and Angel were enemies because we weren't. Like we used to email. Before she changed her number, I had her number. We used to text and and talk and correspond. I didn't have a falling out with her. We didn't have a disagreement. I don't know what it was that prompted her to change her number. Um, I just never. I just didn't ask her for her number or whatever the case is. And had it not been for Andy, I would have never known like she passed. And right after she passed, then you know, found out about Bad and Bougie. And like when Betty had passed, if it wasn't because of people that I talked to who knew Betty, I would have known she passed. And I didn't come out here making foolish videos and saying harsh things about any of them. And Tiffany included, right? Because me and Tiffany were not friends anymore. We walked away from that, and that was that. Um, and then the latest was 45. I never had a problem with her. I knew of her. We conversated in the chats every now and again. She'd come in here every now and again. Um, and people who just come in here, like you guys are just here, that's support, right? Without the people, this my channel wouldn't be what it is. So like the people who come in who view the stuff, they support it. I don't build this channel. You guys do. So I was surprised to hear that then she had passed. But then I hear all the nonsense that's going on behind it. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell you something. When it's time for me to go home and I'm out of my skin, I'm out of my flesh. I'm not all this people saying, oh, she must be flipping in her grave, or he must be doing this, or he must let him rest. Like they're rested. And I appreciate you, Melly. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But just by you coming in, you're showing support for me, right? So there's some type of connection. So if I pass and nobody came on here and said anything, like I'm more than sure that that would kind of not get you angry, but kind of like, hey, like what's going on? Like I have subscribers, and you look on my wall, like Grandma K is one of them, right? I don't speak to Grandma K. I've never spoken to Grandma K on the phone, in the email, in a text message, and none of that. But she comes. So every now and then when I don't hear from her, I throw up a thing, hey, Grandma K, what's going on? She answers me. Because regardless of what anybody says, this is not real life. It is. This is very much real life. You're real. I'm real. Foot Soldier's real. King Bit is real. Lovely is real. Sakine is real. People are real. And I don't understand what is the what's the problem with somebody passing and somebody who knows this come on here and say, this person passed. Because it's right, even in okay, so take out the right, take out the YouTube part. In life, when you have a funeral, you mean to tell me nobody here has assholes that go to funerals? Girl, people. Don't lie to me. Because I'm going to be honest with you. My family's full of assholes. In my family, we have different sections. We have the addiction section. We have the hardworking section. We have the lazy, don't want to do nothing section. And then we have the what we call in Spanish come mierda. It's full of shit people. We all have them groups of categories. So what's the difference between that and when you come on YouTube? You have people who are like, wow, you know, like I said, me and Tiffany weren't friends. Um, Me and Sour Patch were friends. You know, Bad and Bougie were friends. I didn't say anything horrible or disgusting, right? Hey, love, thank you for coming by, honey. I didn't say anything harsh. I gave my condolences. I gave my condolences to the family, and I gave my condolences to the people who I knew were affected by this. I don't understand why people think that it's such a horrible thing when somebody comes to let people know that a person has passed. And then I'm just thinking about it. In 7 years, we lost Tiffany, Betty Richardson, Sour Patch, Team Angel, Bad and Bougie at 45. We lost 6 people who, at one point or another, we were all interacting with. We were all interacting with people. For me to sit here and say, well, Foot Soldier is only my friend, and I'm not going to come on here and tell you when she. That's just bogus. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for you, for people to take the passing and condolences of one and turn it into some reason to go back and forth with somebody else. I wouldn't have done that. Well, then you didn't do that, so don't worry about it. There's no price to pay for letting people know that somebody passed. There are people who are gonna take it and hurt behind it and be sympathetic behind it, and then you have people who are gonna make jokes and think that that's the next best thing to laugh at. It's no different from real life, from outside this red app. In real life, you have somebody passes in your family, somebody's gonna say something rude, somebody's gonna say something dumb. It's the same shit. What makes you any better than anybody? It's hard. It's just crazy. Sorry, I got like a my throat is dry. I hate when that happens. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm back. Sorry about that. I went over to John Frank's wall and I saw the tribute that he did for Kelly, and I think that was really nice. I think it was beautifully done. Nobody said not one negative thing. I just think that that's just what it should be. Hold on a second. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm alright.
So since you call me a pimp for us hitting links, it's okay that I hit yours, right?
Yeah, I mean this is where you started. It's always nice to come back home.
Yeah. Finish your commentary. I'm listening.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like I've just throughout today. I've just like visited different places and I'm just listening and seeing and reading the nonsense that's going on behind people who people who are passing and people letting people know, and I just don't think that that's right. Like I
What
said, like I wasn't
to let people know or not to let people know?
to let people know, like I don't think it's wrong for somebody to come out here and let people know.
Yeah, everybody feels differently. I get it, but like I said, we don't really know who they encountered, who they might have came across that they really had a relationship with. Maybe not met, but as far as YouTube and people wondering when they don't see people like they used to.
Right. And I just don't think it's right for any of us, for anybody to declare whose friendship was real and whose wasn't.
If they don't know who that person. I mean, all of us have people on here other than ourselves that we're really cool with. So we don't go
Right.
around we don't go around announcing who these people are. They just are. I mean, in other spaces. I mean, not just over here. In other spaces, I'm cool with a lot of people. Not a whole lot, but enough to where if I wasn't around, they'd be wondering what happened to me.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, the one that shocked me the most, and I guess like that's what kind of made me want to say something is
Mixed one.
I see. Yeah, mixed mode. That shit was a complete what? Like mixed bone was just like I said. I know mixed bone. Like where the hell is my coffee? Oh, there it goes. Um, I never had an issue with mixed bone. Like our friendship didn't come to some kind of horrible demise. Like we just ended up going separate ways. And like to hear that she passed away last year, I'm like, that's crazy.
Hmm. The same with Keita. Do you still in
Yeah,
touch with
I'm
her?
still in touch with you. Yeah, yep.
You remember how we was concerned about D Money and then he finally popped up.
Popped up. Yep. That's the same thing with Grandma K. Like I don't
I
know
don't know
her.
anybody,
Her.
right? I don't know anybody that knows her enough to ask how she's doing or,
No, but I post on my wall when couple of times or whatever goes by, and I'll post on my wall, and like I posted like maybe a week ago, and she answered me,
Cool.
Grandma K.
I said cool
Oh,
that she answered you.
I just think people need to just mind their business, enjoy their friendships with whoever they're friends with, and that's it. But don't try to dictate to somebody whose friendship meant more to a person who's here and can't verify it. I guess that's kind of where I'm going with it.
Okay.
Like it's 7 years already. We've been here. It's gonna be 7 years.
No, don't seem like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we be on that panel with crazy Mika.
Oh yeah.
She popped up in the beef sector. Was it last year? So
Yeah,
I
she's
was
the
wondering how
supporter.
she. I wonder how she doing. Um, there's a
Yeah,
couple
she's
other
a she's
people
a
I haven't
supporter.
seen. You know, you wonder. There's people that you got to interact with on here. You don't
Mhm.
have. And it's a lot of us have yet to meet one another, but still have some sort of interactions with that person. Especially on your panel, we always we did the morning and we did the nighttime.
Yeah, those are good days.
hmm So when you see people,
I
you be
just
glad to see them.
yeah, you'll be like, oh shit, hey, how are you? Like
I wonder how
that's huh?
Shameen.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen her in a bit either. I know, I keep saying I want to come live, but I just gotta figure out exactly what I want to do with the channel.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. Well, excuse me. Good afternoon. ¿Cómo está, Bella?
There she goes, speaking of that stuff. You know,
Oh,
could be
because
talking.
the riot, like, good morning.
Taste of Soraya. Hey, Soraya.
She said much.
Soraya,
She said much love,
Soraya,
beautiful.
you following me? That's why she following me.
She can hear you.
Soraya, are you following me? Did she answer? Cause I
No,
don't
she
have my.
hasn't answered yet.
Soraya too. I haven't seen Soraya in a while. You know, you don't see people in a while. You wondering, are they okay?
She
'Cause
said, I think I do.
okay, it's good to see people. You know, decent people. The mean people we don't want to see. They can stay where they at.
No.
I'm talking about decent
Yeah,
people who don't bother nobody, just support. So I came across quite a few people that were very nice, respectful people, and you don't see them in a while. You wonder what happened to them. Are they
oh, she
okay?
said she was watching you on Sparkles Live. She's a panel pimp.
Where was you, Soraya? Soraya, you see how annoyed that dude made me? He made me so mad. I had to drop down. And I hate when you having um something decent
She says she's
conversation.
just in the bushes most of the time. She's safer that way. Yeah, I feel the same way. Sometimes the tree gets hit though, and I fall out. She said that part, people. So I called you a panel piece.
I have a rope, so if I drop down, I won't drop all the way down. 'Cause I ain't trying to, and I don't hit everybody panels, and it's not my fault. People want me on their panels. It's not my
Listen, them
fault.
bushes be poking. Sometimes I be in the bush and I be hearing people say some shit, and I'm like, I get to typing. What are you talking about? And then I'm like, no, I gotta delete. Gotta delete. Gotta delete.
But you know the channel holder can see it, especially when they're on
She
the live.
said, she said, I love the way you let Sparkles have last night.
She said what?
She said, I love the way you let Sparkles. I guess I love the way you let Sparkles have it last night.
Yeah, it's hard talking to that lady. She just determined it is that way. She says she listens to me. People say they listen to me, but in actuality, no, they don't. No, they don't.
They do what they gonna do anyway.
Yeah, and then complain about it. Well, I mean, you can't you can't fault people for relationships that kind of go bad, but however they resolve it. The important issue
Right,
is here is you and me. Whatever relationship you and me have, and it falls out, you can't blame other people for it. You have to look at you, and
right,
it's always that person. You don't let outside influence mess up that so-called friendship that you say you have with that
right,
person. I'm always a person of most for the most part, if I have an issue with you and I have a way of hitting you off alive, that's where me speaking for myself, would like to take it there more so than hit alive and air you out.
right,
If I say I really care about you, I'm not doing all that. But when stuff happens outside, so it becomes everybody's business. So when people speak on it, you can't get mad. My thing is this: when you speak on situations about people, make sure you know what you're speaking on, because people do go by who they like and who they dislike.
yes,
So if they dislike
yes,
you, they're not going to be in your favor, and you could be right, and the person you like could be wrong. That's what I
right.
see a lot around YouTube. It's not just this space; it's everywhere. Well, I like this person, so she talks about kids, but I don't like this person who talk about kids. But I gave the person I like a pass. It's the same thing. So if you're gonna call it across the board.
And that's why a lot of people get quiet because they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that.
Well, you shouldn't need validation from others. You should think highly of yourself first and foremost, and you'll be okay. When you think highly of yourself and not worry about what others think of you good to go. Because it's easy to get
Listen,
caught up in that.
if everybody just stand in they shit and stop pussy peddling backwards, it wouldn't be so many problems. It wouldn't be so many problems because you standing in what you believe in. Like people take opinions as fact. It's not fact. It's an opinion. Facts come with receipts. If you don't have receipts, then it's just your opinion, right? In my
Exactly.
opinion.
but they
That is
want
my opinion.
but they want receipts. When it happens to them, they want receipts, but they dismiss other people's receipts because they don't like the person. So you're not being fair. It's always should be about what's right and what's wrong, not who you like.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
that's where everything gets all messed up at.
Yeah.
We like a lot
That's
of
why I
people.
always
I don't
used to
mind.
say. That's why I always used to say. Remember in the beginning, you can agree to disagree, but you can't change the facts. You can't. You can't change. If the facts are there, the facts are the facts. The fact is that if you shout something out about somebody, you should have the proof to back it up. You should, because if not, that legally is defamation of character. Uh, 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 wine with what's her name? Damn, what's her name? Tasha K. Wine with Tasha K. She's going through that because she was doing a whole lot of blah 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 about Cardi B, and Cardi B didn't need her money, don't need her money, but she wanted to make a point, and she did. You can't spread stuff about people that isn't true.
That's
It's
what I
just
was
not the
trying to
way.
get across. That's what I was trying to get across to the young lady last night. Were you there when the situation happened? If you wasn't, how can you speak on it?
Right.
To witness it, I was there.
And the thing is
So
that it's so easy to put it out there, but it's so hard to clean it up. So hard to clean it up because once you put it out there, that's like putting the jacket on somebody who uh molests
yeah.
kids.
What
Once
about
you
if
put
somebody?
that on them, it's so hard to take that shit off.
Well, I would put it on the person that it deserves to be put on. If you're going to do that, and you talking about jackets. What about being called a panel pimp? I think that's very insulting.
But listen, I got the proof.
You ain't got no proof.
I got the receipts. How many
How many
panels you want me to
shows?
pull up?
You could pull up as many as you want to be online with pimp. That means I would hit every person's panel that I support. I don't really take kindly
No,
to be
you don't
called.
do that. You hit the panels
No,
that
my
that
name
that
is Foot. Listen, my name is Foot Soldier, not no damn panel pimp. Okay, don't, don't don't do that. You got excuse. Hey, it's
listen.
okay. It doesn't matter if I was here with you for as long as we were. It was okay then, so I don't see what the problem
You've
is.
been
Like
my
I
best.
said,
You've been my.
it's
You've
not
been my
my
bestest. You've
fault
been my. You've been my.
when
You've been my
people ask
bestest
me
friend.
to hit the
Look, you
panel.
see, Zariah said pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it.
Whatever, Soraya. That's just your opinion. That's your opinion. That's not a factual thing. Keep your
And
opinions to
I just
yourself, Soraya. Behave. I thought you was on my side. Don't you like me, Soraya? Soraya don't like me today. Soraya.
what's today?
Yeah,
Saturday. That's why Saturday. The odds are against you.
yeah. The main one is you. You being a hater.
Ooh.
Tell you what, it'd be a while before I hit her panel again. Cause I wasn't feeling that shit. I wasn't. Somebody else was like, I told you to stay off of them panels. Shut up. That's not what I needed to hear.
Everywhere I go, if I'm missing foot, all I do is go see who's live. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
Uzariah said an opinion is like an asshole. Everybody has one. She said, "I
That's
love
what
you
they
bunches,
say.
foot."
That's what
She
they
said she
say,
love you bunches.
Soraya. Whatever. It's too late. It's too late, Soraya. You can't clean it up now. I'm in my feelings, Soraya. I stay in my feelings.
Feeling nothing more than feeling.
He was big help. You are, you know, you killing me over here. I don't need this kind of aggravation. Shit.
Listen,
That's
bro.
because you think you're safe in some spaces and you find out you're not safe up here no
I
more.
I feel, in my opinion is that if you're not on this, he said don't be, but it's all in fun. My opinion is if you don't know the whole story, you can't come out and try to
Exactly.
tell it.
Right. You
You if
can't
you don't
speak
know the whole
on
story,
it. No.
you can't just take one person, what one person is saying and make what they're saying truth because you have a problem with the other person.
Exactly.
You can't do that. That's just not fair. You got to call it across the board. Like if you write, you that's like I tell you, that's like me going out with my friends and me wear some shit that I don't look right in, and my friends just let me go outside like that. Like, why would you let me do that? You're my friend. You should tell me. So if I'm saying something wrong, you should be able to be like, nah, people, that's not, it's like, or that's fine. But
Just just like the friend who will hit a YouTube live before they call their friend. You're supposed to
yeah,
call your friend.
exactly.
You supposed to call your friend in the morning. You're supposed to call your friend sometime later on that day, and maybe
That's
even at night.
exactly, yep,
But
yep.
no, but no, they hit a live before they call their
That's not what
friend.
happens. Though you know what kind of friend? What about the friend that says I'm gonna call you after I do the laundry, and 3 days later you still ain't call? You're like, what the fuck? How you did laundry for the block or for your house? Right? Let's not forget the friend that says, hold on, I'm gonna go to the store. I'll be right back. And before you know it, a week went by. You wondering what you need a GPS tracker? What store you went to? Timbuktu or four? That kind of
First of
friend, right?
all, it don't mean no damn. It doesn't mean no damn week. You need to stop. I'm
Shit.
not looking good. Listen, I'm gonna stop hitting this panel as well because I'm not looking good today.
Oh, you just want me to agree with you?
No, I want you to make them days a little bit shorter. It ain't been no week. You talking about a week?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. 6 days and 14 hours. There, is that better?
No, it's not. It's not better.
Soraya said, if you don't know the whole story, stay in the bushes and be quiet.
Yeah, watch, observe, and get both sides, and let those two parties work it out if they can. If not, it is what it is.
Listen, everybody's heard this before, right? There's three sides to every story: your side, my
I
side,
don't
and the
believe
truth.
that. I
And
don't believe
somewhere in the middle lies both, right?
it.
So you have your part, they have their part. It's just like marital problems, right?
Wouldn't
I
that
don't
mean
get it. I
somebody
don't get in
lying?
between, huh?
Wouldn't that mean somebody lying?
Or do you?
If you
I don't know.
saying
I just don't get in between because you're not gonna get
you get the
if
full
you
story,
right. You're
something
gonna
they're
get
not
so
going to
if
tell.
me and you have a problem, if me and you have an issue, and we go to
We
Zariah,
always
and I
have
talk
an
to
issue.
Zariah, I'm gonna make it seem like my point is valid. And then you go to Zariah, you're gonna make it seem like your point is valid. The truth is that nobody ever really speaks the truth 100%. It's tilted, excuse me,
Well,
and
when you
twisted.
consider that a lack of communication between the people, they're not communicating with one another the way they should. Somebody's holding back or something they want to say and they don't say,
Hmm.
and vice versa. It's important if you feel in a certain kind of way, don't hold on to it until you get really mad and then you want to bring it up. Let that person know how you feel so it
You
won't be no
should.
misunderstandings.
You should. And if you're not over something that happened 4 years ago, on the fifth year, I feel that you just don't have a right to speak on it. Not if you were in my face for 4 years.
Well, I don't know about that one.
And then you just gotta look for the setups. You gotta look for the setups. If people don't like you, they tell you. They tell you in slick comments. They tell you by not supporting you. They tell you by it's people. People let you know. Read people for who they are. Look at them for who they are. Sometimes people will just pretend to be your friend to watch your downfall.
True. That's true.
People will sit in your face and tell you, no, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. And then behind your back, they're saying, no, well, I told her she wasn't right. It's like looking at an abstract painting, trying to make everybody see what you see. You don't see that. We all see things differently for a reason. And if you don't know, just stay out of it. If you weren't there from the beginning, stay out of it. Don't swear to it. Don't swear up and down. There's people that are swearing to shit that they think they know is the truth, and it's a fucking lie. Zariah, she said, "I'm saying folks is gonna talk. At the end of the day, it's what you respond to, and that is 100% correct, Zariah. And I'm gonna tell you something. Not everything somebody says you need to respond to. Not everything that's said is something you need to respond to. Because at the end of the day, who are you responding to, and what relevance do they have in your life? If
None.
these people don't mean shit to you, if you don't give a fuck about them, if you care less about what's going on, then why do you respond to them? Sometimes you gotta let shit go and just let it be. Just let it be.
They want you to go back and forth with them.
Hmm.
Makes them feel good.
It be
People
quiet
got.
as a mouse. It be
Mhm.
quiet as hell. And it'll take one incident for everybody to come out, constantly proving things and showing things to people who just don't
Matter.
matter. Yeah, matter. Because no matter what I show you, I don't have a car. I show you my car. Now it's not going to be a good car. Now it's not going to be now the tires are not going to. If I show you, you ain't got a house, and I show you my house, it's not going to be a. There's some. The house is too small. That's not big enough. I could like it's. It's always going to be something.
Yeah, 'cause they want your attention. They have nothing.
You
But do
believe
you
in
think?
something, stand in it, stay in it.
But do you think we're saying that because it hasn't happened to us, like it happens to them? Will we think differently
Well,
if it happened to us?
um, I honestly, that I know, I that would just be my because if you're not important to me, if you don't matter to me, I don't have to show you anything. I don't have to show anybody anything. So if you call me out and you say, "Oh, you live in a hut," okay, that's how you feel. I mean, look, 2300 was talking man shit. She called me 700-pound flounder. Did I go on camera and show how I wasn't a fish? No. I used to take videos,
Stop it.
right? I used to take videos in front of my house when I was living in New York City. My house that I own. Okay, no mortgage, completely owned. That's it. I used to take videos. Oh, look at the floor, it's cracked. Look at this, look at that. Did I show her? Did I stop taking the videos? No, because the fucking floor is cracked. What the fuck you want me to do about it? Like it's cracked. Okay. Did I go inside and show what? No. She said I had 23 people living there. There was only 13 in a house that was made for two families. Good enough, right? So I didn't go above and beyond. I didn't show what for what? Because then you're gonna go from calling me a 700 pound flounder to a 1,000 pound whale. Like what? What am I gonna? Why am I gonna entertain you? Why am I gonna entertain that? If you want to believe that I'm a 700 pound flounder, okay, well then catch me and cook me. What the fuck you want? Like,
You say
it's
cook
always
me.
gonna be something, and for me, it's nothing. You know exactly, exactly, Zariah. You know, it's not what people call you, it's what you answer to. And I'm not gonna answer to anybody who has an opinion about me. That's your opinion on me. They at one point my picture was put up. I went from the people's lounge to the people's couch to this and that. Okay, I didn't entertain that. That's how you feel. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Well, how could I argue with what your opinion is of me? It just doesn't make no sense. You feel that people come on here, oh, you shouldn't have said that, or you okay, that's how you feel. That's why should I argue with that?
Or change it. Or
Or
change
change
it.
it. Yeah. This is just who I am. That's it. This is what I did. I did this because I felt it was what I wanted to do. Sakina coming out here and telling us that 45 passed away. I thank her for it. I thank her for it because although, like I said, I didn't have any personal behind the scene conversations with 45, but she used to come in here.
Yeah, she was a
Hey, my
very good
brother, how are
supporter.
you? D
What's
Money's in
up?
the chat. D Money.
What's up, D Money? Hit the link, D Money. Get your butt up here, country.
Um, I appreciate Sakina for doing that. There's a lot of people who knew 45, who interacted with her in the chat, who, played games or whatever with her. Like, why don't we have the right to know that somebody we knew passed away? I just don't think that's fair.
Well, everybody does that's what you wanted to do, not speak on it. That's your decision. Everybody don't feel that way. Some people agree, some people don't. It is what it
Uh, said everybody
is.
has their own opinion.
She was a
You
significant
can't.
part of our space, and she made no bones of telling people what her issues was, medical issues.
Yeah,
Every chat she went in, people know what she was going through. So it wasn't no secret or I'm not, people worried about people trolling. They troll anyway, dead or alive.
yeah, yeah. It's the same thing when Angel passed away. When Angel got sick and she knew it was bad, she came on and she made a couple of videos where she forgave everybody. She asked for forgiveness. She said like life is too short. I don't want to spend my days arguing and this and that. She did that. Nobody. We don't know who anybody make amends with. So this is what she said. She said it. She made the video. She said, I don't want to argue with nobody anymore. I don't want to go back and forth with anybody. If I did, I apologize. I hope you forgive me. Whatever. I forgive you. And that's it. And then the rest of her days, she wasn't on here like that. She was only on, dropping videos on the autism or the radio or whatever. And then she passed. She made her peace. People make their peace in their own way. Tiffany Draper made her peace. Like this is, and believe me when I tell you that everybody who has passed, they're not worried about what's going on YouTube. They're not worried. They're not worried about who's talking good or bad about them. They're in heaven. They're living a better life than we could ever think right now.
No more troubles of the world.
Like I just I don't know. It's just crazy. The craziness is just it's just insane. The hi beautiful. Hi mommy. How are you? What you gonna eat? Oh, the milk is there. I just took it off the fridge. I just took it off. All right, so put the milk back in. It's not for social media, Zaraya. I can agree with that. But when you're in a social media setting like we are, like I said, we've been in a couple of days. It's gonna be 7 years where we all met somehow or
Interact.
another connected
I
here
don't know.
for
I don't know none of your people really. I just was being nosy.
where we all connected here. So I don't think I don't think it's a bad thing when something like that happens. People come on and let people know. I just don't think that that's a bad thing because, like I said, you're cool with somebody. You're cooler with like you talk to somebody more, whatever. But I speak to them in the chat rooms. Like I said, for instance, Grandma Kate. I never spoke with her outside of that. I've seen her in the chat rooms, and she comes in and she'll listen. Sometimes she's here just listening, and so she's always leaving me, comments, and I'm always commenting with her back and forth. We're not BFFs, like, but if God forbid something happened, I would like to know. Just like I'm sure if something happened to me, she would like to know. So I don't think it's a
What about
bad thing if God forbid something when something happens, foot soldier comes out here and says, "Look, this, that, and the third happened." I'm not gonna at that point, like my time on earth is done. I don't think her feet should be held to the fire for coming out here and announcing that. Now, if
the
she says
feast of
anything else about panel pimping and shit like that, then we're gonna have a problem. But
her feet should be held to the fire because she didn't give me a high today. How about that? And I hope she
who?
listened. She can't.
Uh, ooh. But
She didn't.
listen, everything that has been spoken about is my opinion. Do not expect me to explain it. It is my opinion, and that's it. She said, "Foot, I didn't give you a what?" No, she said. I think she said Sakina.
Yeah, I did say
Yeah,
Shakina.
she said Sakina didn't say hi.
She just didn't give me the hand. You know how to say hi with the hand.
She didn't put up the hand.
No, she didn't.
Sakina didn't put up the hand. Well, what do you ladies got going on for the day? What's your day looking like?
Just chilling.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on and play my game.
There's a lot of
Let's see if
crazy
I can.
stuff going on. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. What do you think about the people getting all the money and food stamps?
What people?
The people from the border people,
They're getting money at food stamps.
over $1,000,
Oh wow.
and free living spaces for people still homeless. They say they got them gangs in New York. You heard about them?
What gangs?
I think I don't know, coming from another country. They taking over apartment buildings, running people out. Landlords say they told them they couldn't do anything.
I
You
can't
ever
hear you. You
watch
sound far away.
the landlord of the building complain to the authorities and they told him they couldn't do anything? Do you remember what's the movie with Wesley Snipes?
What's his name?
But he was
I don't know.
selling drugs, something New York.
I don't know.
It was something New
I'm not a
York
big
and
movie
him.
person.
Well, they took over the drug people took over the apartment building and running people out for people. They even collecting rent. They said they was collecting rent from the people,
Mm.
but wasn't giving it to the landlord. It's happening in Colorado. Supposed to
Well,
be New
I
York.
know right now in New York, the Department of Homeless Shelters packed. Right now they got these. Right now they got people. They're using the school gyms as places to house people to sleep overnight. Mm,
They say they're even trying to get on the school bus with the children. Get a free ride on the school bus where the children get off.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. They not doing anything about it.
Nope, nope. And they just opened the gates. They let them flood in. Last summer, right now in New York City, like let's say if I had an apartment and I owe rent, um, and they're gonna evict me, if I go to the shelter's gonna pay what I owe because the shelters are just too packed. There's no room for people. There just isn't.
But that's good.
That's why I tell my kids. That's why I'm glad my sons are going the route that they're going. Like they're heading into real estate. Cause I told them like out here where I live, like you could buy shells, like buildings that are like just empty on the inside, but
Yeah.
like uh they have a couple of them. Like there's more than a couple, but that I've seen. There's one for $10,000. There's a two family for $15,000. They're fixer uppers. Like you gotta buy them and you gotta put in the money to fix it. But once you once you fix it up, you'll make that money because all of the people from New York City are moving out of New York City. Like right now,
That's a good advice.
the shelter, yeah, the shelter system in New York City about 5 years ago, if you were in the shelter, you could only get housing in the five boroughs in New York, which is Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, and the Bronx. Now, if you're in the shelter in New York City, and let's say I want to move to Florida, they will give me the money for the first month's rent and security, plus pay for me to get to Florida. And then once I get there, I got to make it on my own or whatever. But that's how bad New York, New York City. That's how packed it is. So right now you have. the people from New York City moving out. You come up to a place like this right now, in the apartment next door is 2 bedrooms, and the rent is 1300. People in New York City will pay that because in New York City a 1 bedroom apartment is 1600. So I told my sons, I said, listen, real estate is the best way for you to be right now. You can buy the houses, flip them, sell them, or rent them out. But you'll make your money that way. So that's what my sons are getting into right now. I'm proud of them. But you got to do something because the cost of living in New York City is just ridiculous. I went to New York City and I bought a meal for one day and I ended up spending about $130 just for one meal. Alrighty, guys. Well, yeah, it is. It is the right, especially in this area where I'm at now. I'm up in New York State. I'm up in the Albany, Schenectady area, borderlining Massachusetts and Buffalo. Um, like I said, this is the best place for them to start, and I'm really pushing for them to do it. Yep, yep. I'm in Schenectady. I moved out. I left out of New York 2 years ago. I'm still looking for a house, but it is. I love it up here. I love it up here. The people up here are so kind. You wake up in the morning, you go outside, people are saying good morning to you. How are you? And it's a slower pace. New York City is so fast. Like for you to live in New York City, you gotta have on roller skates, cause like it's just so fast paced, and people are so rude, and people are in such a rush to get somewhere where they don't even gotta be. It's just I couldn't take it no more. And then I come up here and it's slower paced, and people, the people in the stores are nicer, the workers are nicer. Like it's just a big difference. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go because my daughter is up and I gotta do some things around here. Listen, the next time I drop the link, like y'all can hit it. It's there's such a lag with StreamYard that sometimes your comments I don't get to like 30 minutes later. I'm just kidding. I'm overdoing it, but you know what I mean. You get the gist of it.
Well, I have some advice for
So
those who she's telling they can hit the link. If you don't want to be called the piano pimp, I suggest you don't hit the link.
you hear it?
How about that? How about
But
that?
yeah, the next time I drop the link, hit it. You guys could come up. I think I got the free StreamYard right now because I haven't been on it. So I think it only allows 4 people. Um, but yeah, just hit the link. This is the Rise. Well, I'm not hitting no link. You see, Foot Soldier? Damn,
Soraya don't
the
hit
hate is
link.
great.
No, Soraya doesn't hit link. So she good. I just take a cue from Soraya. Calling me no piano pimp. The nerve of
Alrighty,
some
ladies.
people.
Y'all
All right,
have
hit
a
me
good
up.
day. And
So hit me up.
I will. No problem.
All right. Talk to
All
you
right.
later. Later,
All right.
everybody.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you spending time with me. Um, I appreciate you all. And I hope y'all have a good day. Blessed Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your family. Enjoy life. Don't forget to smile. You never know what someone's going through. Thank you, Soraya. So are you. You're all amazing and beautiful people.